Hello, welcome back to our Let's Play Isla Glades, our swampland console build. I hope you're doing great. Thanks for joining. And today I think I'd like to go ahead and put our Forestry Industries DLC in, as well as possibly expand over into the area ahead of us right here. I'm a little concerned about getting folks in because we won't have the highway connection, and I really didn't set this up for like a nice kind of like main road to get over there. But it would also be light residential because we haven't unlocked big town yet and got high density, so it's not that big of a deal. We'll see. That'll be second on the list because I spent most of the day doing some nice detailing and stuff. The kind of things are looking really good in the city, as well as driving up unemployment because I need the people to fill the job. So we're at 11%, which is really good. So I want to go ahead and get this forestry in right here. So let's get started. How do we want to connect to it? Do we want the main building? I kind of like how the farming looks. So I think I'm going to do something very similar. Just bring the road down here. And just maybe do something like here and put the main building kind of facing out on the water. And we'll put some forestry assets maybe up in here. Maybe I'll plant a few trees in here. And maybe we'll clear out some area in here for like some of the not grinding mill, this ore, sawmill, and the the one that makes paper. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's just have a nice organic road that kind of comes down here. I can always upgrade it later. We don't need guides. Something like that. Nice curved road like that. And let's see where we want to put the main building. I got a good amount of room here, so I could. There's a very good possibility I could zone another neighborhood in here and actually not unlock this tile and hit 7,000 and just do it all in one shot, one tile. But I don't know if we want to do that. Alright, this is not the permanent location. So the Industries DLC is eventually going to see all that farmland over there. We're going to eventually purchase that and put the actual farming all the way over there to the right, and then the forestry directly ahead of us. This is just something to kind of get it started, get us getting some levels up, some jobs, and some money, while we of course expand the city, because that will be probably like the 5th and 6th tile that we purchase, maybe 4th and 5th. So we got a ways to go there. So I'm thinking this is kind of, he's set. He's kumbaya. This guy's running at 150%, producing unique factory goods. Although I didn't put a warehouse down for that, I probably should. So when we get the furniture factory in, remind me to put down a warehouse for unique factory products, so they can have places to go without having to export. I guess he's okay. So he's got 10 trucks. He's fine. All right, so let's go here. So let's put this building. Let's do something like maybe he faces this way. I kind of want him right here. Give him a little room away from the farming. I don't have any guides on. Alright, that's good. How's everybody's days going? Everyone's having a nice, was it Saturday, right? A nice Saturday? Hopefully you're having a nice Saturday. I want to pull him off the road here. So maybe we'll kind of do like something like this. I'll put it right here. Oh, I gotta zone it, don't I? Hey, Play Simon! It's been a while. It's been a while. Thank you for joining. And Trouble Twitch. Sunday over here. Very good. Very good. Hey, you're in the future, my friend. And how's it looking? Is it looking brighter? Are we having a brighter future as promised, or now? Still the same old, same old. I already zoned it out. Like I was planning this. I'm just lurking to your stream, but I have to say your accuracy is top notch. My accuracy? What do you mean accuracy? I'm just not that I don't believe you. I'm just curious what you're thinking about accuracy. Is top notch. It's Sunday over here. All right, good. All right, let's get the main building down. So let's get this guy in here. I kind of want to center him here. It's a little bit of a curved road. It's looking like it's night and cloudy. Yeah, we have a lot of rain where I am. Like something like that. And then we'll draw a couple roads in here. Oh, there's our little road maintenance truck. Yeah, I know you're upset because you don't have power, but that's okay. We'll get you some power. But just not right now. Maybe we can put like a little feature in front. Where are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm on the East Coast in United States. I'm like kind of I don't want to tell you exactly where I live, but we'll just say I'm like near like Philadelphia and New York City. Kind of like that's some big areas people would probably recognize it now. I'm like a few hours from each. Oh, we're pinching here. All right, what do we gotta put down? Yeah, I don't need to know. Yeah, I'll give you my address. You can send me a birthday card. How's that sound? All right, so we can. Building must be placed roadside. Of course it should. So maybe in here we'll do. Maybe we'll do the extractors over here, and we'll do like our, you know, outside the resource. So let's do that. Let's push this out a little bit. That's sparks. Gonna push this up to here because the farming doesn't need this piece. We'll put the extractors there. We'll do some, so it'll be kind of like off to the side a little bit. Hey, like that. I'm over in the UK, so it's 050. You guys are I thought 5 hours ahead of me. Is that right? UK, unless you're like really far on the UK. Let's do. We need some more roads. So I kind of want like a border between this and here. So like the hill, I kind of want the forest, the trees to be in a hill here, because they'll go on like uneven turf. Not super uneven, but I've actually put them in the mountains, and it looks pretty good. If you look, it can look pretty nice. So let's do like a little bit of uneven terraining in here. I think I already messed around a little bit with this. We'll pull it out a little bit so it's a little easier for them to sit. But maybe we can stick them up in here in the hills. That'll look nice. I don't know why I'm doing all this. Just because I have to. Because I'm going to move it anyway, eventually. Maybe something like this. So let's get a road that kind of follows this. Kind of just goes like that. Maybe we'll come right here. And we'll throw a couple of extractors in here. Let's see. BST. Okay, we have GMT during the winter. And BST, oh, because daylight savings time? Yeah, you're GMT +1. I think I'm GMT -4. East Coast, United States. Yeah, so right now my time is 7:51. And we'll probably need, I'm not sure exactly how many. We were using what, 4 of those? So we'll probably need like a spot for 4. But I'm just going to put down, we'll put down 2 for now. I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to tell you not to do this because it's bad to do this what I'm about to do, but I'm going to fix it. So we're going to do that, and I want a couple different varieties and trees. And we'll go over to Industries DLC in case you missed it when I did the farming. I'll kind of give you some pointers here on how to set this up so you don't have problems later on in life. Eastern time. Yeah. ET is sometimes the one that they, you know, people would say. Yeah, Eastern time. But I think, like I said, I think I'm GMT -4. Like on the GMT time scale. Because that's the Greenwich Mean Time, what that stands for. And it's based off of like Greenwich. Is Greenwich in UK? Because like at one time, it doesn't have to all go back to like the whole, like the sun doesn't set on the British Empire, not way back, but several hundred years ago. Is it several hundred years ago now? I took a history class once or twice. Alright, so we're going to need one of these guys. And we're going to need this guy here. So we'll go ahead and put some storage. So how do we want to put this here? Maybe we'll put the storage here. Because there's nothing here. Put that guy there. And we'll have room for more. And maybe we'll put a road in here. Gonna bring it to here. I like this song. Pretty sure it's exactly 0 degrees longitude. I think you're 100% right on that. Trouble Twitch. I think you know some shit. Oh, excuse my language. You know some stuff. I think you're onto it. Maybe we'll put a road in here. Okay. And maybe if they need to get out, we put something right here. And maybe I'll move the forestry building over here. I don't know. It can stay there. We'll put some of the barracks and stuff in, and maybe up in the front. We'll put the barracks in like the... We won't get the maintenance building because we'll probably throttle it to level 3. Like this one is. So we won't get you get the maintenance buildings at level 3. Originally at the Greenwich Observatory, but modern tech might have proven it to be a little off from that. It could be. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I don't know. The time is an interesting thing, right? Because time is like a made-up thing. When you think about it, right? Because we made that stuff up. Let's run this. So what I want to do here, let's pause this one here. So it's important when you do your Industries DLC, don't do what I did and just throw everything down. Oh, let's get some power. I guess we need a basic services, huh? Power is here, so we can go here with that. And good, that made it all the way there. And I did a really terrible job with the water pipes. Normally I do a pretty good job, but I just didn't do a good job. Like I say about it. Normally I do the whole 440 trick, and it's nice and grid-like, but I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing that day. This is how it turned out. We'll connect it here. Why not? What did you just do that for? There we go. Alright, now we got water and we got power. What do you use to edit videos? Nothing really. Just look at my YouTube channel. I use I think it's Microsoft Photos. It's like a photos in there. Within the Microsoft Photos, there's like video editor, and you know it can like split videos. You can trim videos. You can add some graphic stuff, some text and stuff like that. It came with the my laptop. It's very basic stuff. So yeah, if you, like I said, you're a fan of my YouTube channel, you know it's pretty much what you see on Twitch. All right, folks. So let's go ahead and just talk about this real quick while we have this at 42. So if you're building your Industries DLC, and of course I have a whole Industries DLC tutorial where I go over this in pretty good depth, but we'll just kind of go over why, since we're doing it now, more quickly here. If you decide, okay, I know I want to put down like 10 large plantations or 30 crop fields, whatever you want to do, you know you want to build your DLC, and you pause the game. Right? We're gonna let this run now. You pause the game, you throw all your stuff on, and then you let it rip. You turn on the game and you let it rip. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is do what I just did. Pause all your assets, let one run until it gets to 40, or till it gets running a little bit. Depending on how many you have, you want to let it run just for a few minutes or a few seconds. I stopped at 40 because at 80, this guy's going to release a truck. Okay, and we're going to watch it. We're going to watch the truck come out here in a second. What happens when you put everything down at once? They'll all be on the same timer. So you look under the pie chart, you see raw forest products 54,176. Like I said, at 80, this thing's going to be done producing, and it's going to release the truck into the world. And ideally, it's going to go here to our raw resource products, our storage unit. He's importing. I can guarantee you that right now because I just put him down. He's probably like, what's going on? And he's importing because I've done this once or twice. What's going to happen, like I said, at 80, and we'll watch it, he's going to come out. They said 75. The longest 80 in the world here. It's taking forever. He releases the truck, and it comes out. Like I said, boom, here it comes. There he is, Mr. Truck, and he's going to go ahead and deliver it to the storage unit, like he should. And then this one, so if you had put them all down while the game was paused, they'll all release trucks. So if you put down 30 of these things, you'll get 30 trucks on your roads, clogging up your roads. And what will happen also is they'll all deliver to the storage unit at once. And when you put your storage down right away, in the beginning, he's going to import because he's got nothing, especially if it's set to balance. On balance mode, you want to keep it between 40 and 60, right? So if it's under 40, he's going to call for imports. If it's over 60, the storage unit is going to start exporting. So when you first put it down, he's empty. So he's going to start importing, and importing quite a bit. And what will happen is you're going to set yourself off on a bad foot. If you put down a bunch of storage units, let them all rip, and you put down all your extractors and let them all rip at the same time. Because he's called, like we're going to watch it, we're going to see all these trucks coming down the road here in a minute. They're probably, no, they're not even here yet. Where did they go? Who knows where they are? Well, we'll see them come eventually. And what's going to happen is all your extractors will release trucks right away, as well as all those import trucks will hit. And you actually go beyond... I'm going to take my foot out of the ice. There we go. You'll actually go beyond 60. And then what you can do is drastically shift your storage unit from being an importer to being balanced, which is what you want, to an exporter. And then he'll start exporting. And then he'll bypass all your processors. And then your process will start importing. And then that's when you can get off all out of whack. And like I said, you can get into a long dialogue on this. But the moral of the story is, first, get these staggered so that they're producing at different rates. So like I said, this one's at 37 of 176. This one's at 79. That way they're releasing trucks nice and steady. You know what I'm saying? Not all trucks and then no trucks. And then that way they'll fill him up nice and steady. So he'll just kind of get like a nice steady stream of trucks instead of all the trucks and no trucks, right? And then once again, just keep an eye on your imports. Because here they are coming. I wasn't lying to you. I've done this enough times. All these guys are from Springwood and where's this guy? Lakefield, right? And Westdale. They're all coming. And you can see I'm already at 13%. And that's just with 2 extractors on. And then they come, they're going to fill them up. So you can imagine, here's even more trucks coming. Westfield again. Westwood. Here's another one. I told you they're coming. And it's Lakedale. We're at 29. Right? So imagine if you put down, and this is the small log yard, so I think if you put down like the large one, he'll call for even more stuff because it takes more trucks to fill them up. If that makes sense. So then at the same time, you have 20 or 30 of these large guys piling this thing up. And the next thing you know, like I said, it just jumps from like 0 and goes beyond the 60. You start exporting. And it's not bad to export a couple, but you don't want to look at your small log yard and see 12 of 12 trucks in use and being above 60 and exporting. Because like I said, you're going to go, all right, Trouble Twitch, you take care. Thanks for hanging while you could. And I wish you the best in whatever you do. And thanks again. It's probably bedtime for you. So get your rest, my man. All right. So, yeah, that's like your new tip of the day. Since we're going over Industries DLC, is stagger your extractors. So you're at different numbers here where it says raw forestry products. This one's at ideally with 2, 40, and 0. That way they're all exactly like 180 degrees out of phase or all exactly all set. And now that he's getting up to 42, once he gets to like 50, I'm going to put down the sawmill. You don't want to put down like all your processors right away, because what can happen too is he's not ready because he's not filled yet, so he's not going to deliver to your processors. And then what can happen here is they're not usually. So it's always good to assume that these guys here don't deliver directly to the processors. They can, but when he's at 80, ready to release a truck, the processor, we're going to go through the processor once I put one down, isn't ready to receive a truck. And that's why you have storage to begin with. So if you put down a bunch of processors, sawmills, pulp mills, all that stuff, at the same time you go, let the simulation rip. He's going to say, hey, anybody got raw forestry products? And then like this guy's gonna be like, nah, man, I'm actually importing some to get myself. And they're like, well, we just started, so we're cranking away as fast as we can, but we don't have any either. And then your sawmill's gonna go, okay, hey, Lakewood, you got raw forest product? And they're gonna go, yeah, we're actually sending stuff to your storage unit. You want us to send you some more trucks too? And you're like, yeah, I do. And then they're gonna start sending stuff too. And then once again, it can blow up the whole entire thing like right off of the bat, because then all those trucks start coming in to answer your processor calls. And then what happens is he gets the imports, he starts going up, but then the processors aren't taken from him because they just got stuff from the import. So then, and then you put a bunch of these things down, and they're ready to release some stuff. So then they start piling up on him. So it can quickly escalate and get broken. So just take your time. We're at 45. Go ahead and let it do its thing, and then once it kind of gets to where it needs to be, go ahead and start putting down the processors. So that was a long-winded discussion on how not to break your DLC. Hopefully it helps. And we'll put it in there. Yep, see, you released the truck. That's what I wanted. This guy's coming. This guy's coming, and I didn't want him to import. That's good. And the way these guys work is they'll just chomp away, and as soon as they hit 80, so he is already going to call again for a second truck. So probably we might see a second truck come out pretty quickly here. He'll make a phone call. Hey, I need more raw forestry products. And then they'll be like, oh, okay. And then hopefully your storage unit will send some more stuff. And they'll be like, oh, good. I want to see where his truck comes from. So we're just going to hang tight for a minute and watch this guy come in. Well, there it is. Here he comes. He's cranking away. He's going to be like, oh, thank you. Now he's nice in that 136. So you could hold another 136, 448 more tons. And then this thing will crank away until they get to 80 on the plain timber side. So you'll be at 80 of 144, then he'll release the truck. So then at this point, we want to probably put down some kind of storage or warehouse. And we're not, like I said, not going to make this super huge, so maybe we'll put like this in the front here. Or do we put it back here? Where I'll have to figure out where we're going to put the furniture factory. Maybe we'll put the furniture factory along the water here. And that might be nice. Because I had a nice little spot for the bakery. So maybe we'll put this guy here. Oh, I should have set that when I put it down. I'll make this guy, we were making what? What are we making? We're making plain timber, right? Yeah. Let him fill up. And 2 of these to 1 of these, probably 1 to 1. It's probably about the right ratio, 2 to 1. So we should see the storage unit starting to fill up a little bit, which is what, it's fine. And then I'll probably keep an eye on him, and then we'll put down the second sawmill. Now we're doing pretty good. And then we'll just let it crank and go do something else. All right, so let's see, what do we need? We need more workers, so we're gonna put down some more assets, and then these things are gonna go ahead and we need 5,000 units of produce material. I think it'll be good. Alright, well, while it's doing its thing, let's go ahead and look at what else we want to do here. So I want to get to 7,000. Now, how are we going to do that? That's the question. I'll go ahead and save the game real quick. Say this is 4 o'clock. We can buy this tile. I mean, I could buy this tile, but that's what's downtown. So I don't really want to do anything over there. It's just we need a way to get people into that area. So I'm kind of in a pickle here. Kind of in a little bit of trouble. I mean, we can create some bridges from here across. But that means everyone's going to have to drive through the neighborhood to get over here. Eventually, I will be purchasing that piece of this, this ahead of us. So we'll have access to the highway. We'll build an interchange. So maybe we can just do like a little something along the coast here. So let's go ahead and just do that now. I saved it. So if I regret it, actually let's do this. We'll save it in a separate slot. So we'll create a new slot for this. That way, if I don't like what happens, we can always revert back to this point in time. It's always a good idea to save it before purchasing a tile anyway. That way, if you click on the wrong one or something like that happens, or you just find out, oh, it's not one I wanted. We have two available, so I could really buy these two. I just know the one to the left, I'm going to need to buy. We probably should be able to get the third tile. It's just there's not going to be like a lot of residents in that tile. It's going to be the airport, the harbor, and the cargo harbor. And that's really it. Maybe some commercial. So it's not going to be... Like, I need tiles to put people in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hold off on buying that. I'm like half tempted to buy this too, so I can just get off the highway and get rocking and rolling and get the people places to get, let them get in here. But the same token... I don't know. And then this is going to be industry over here. This is going to be downtown here. And then there's going to be another like neighborhood kind of residential-y kind of tile here. So that's kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 tiles, right? So we're done. So I think this is the most logical next step. I don't need more industry. I need more people. So let's do that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do this first. Blow up all the sticks. I don't hear a lot of sticks. I think we'll rebuild the train line. Is this train line even being used? Because it's in the middle of my way. And I don't want it in. The plan is to move the train line up across the edge here. I want to buy this tile and then we'll be able to move the train line, build a Y interchange and bring it right up here. And kind of like, then I kind of curve it into here. I want to keep their they kind of have a pretty nice train interchange up there, so I kind of want to keep that. But I just don't want a train line running like right through the middle of the tile. I'd rather have it kind of like going in the back, and like because I want to put the cargo harbor here, and that way I'll just run the train line and maybe tap off of that, and bring the cargo harbor into that. We'll see. Maybe do some kind of we'll see. I just want to make sure there's no rocks. Just blow up the rocks. And I was just thinking we could just blow us up if there's no trains using it. Then I don't see any inner city trains on here. I don't really see any inner city trains anywhere. So I'm just thinking just blow this whole thing up. If someone had a problem with that, that's too bad. They can use the highway. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of some of the trees. We can plant the trees back later. I might be able to keep those trees for now. This is really flat. It's just weird playing. The last map I played was Canyon Coast. And it's got like maybe 60 or 50 or 40% like buildable area. Like it's pretty hilly. It's got a big mountain in the middle. So I'm used to playing on like a lot of terrain and having to do a lot more training than this. So I think what we'll do is just blow up some blocks. Is there anything we can do here? Maybe turn this into a more busy road, like a bigger road here. But that's gonna make this intersection pretty busy. I'd rather have traffic kind of funnel here. Maybe we can have a bridge that comes across here. A bridge that comes across here. Do I need to upgrade this to a 4-lane road? Just to give some more capacity. I have all these nice houses here. I said it's going to be light residential. So it doesn't need a lot. But maybe we come across here. We come across here. We come across here. We'll do some of the new bridges. Oh yeah. Maybe we'll do even a metal bridge. Oh yes, for sure. So we'll run a rotor along the coast just to get an idea. Do I want to do any training to level this up? Let me see the terrain. It's like flat as can be. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to do. It's too flat. Okay, so we have some hills here. There's some terrain here. It's just very unnoticeable. Do I want to bring the water in here? Maybe. Alright, so we leave it alone. So there's some hills in here. It's just very subtle. Draw a road right along here. I want to keep it like, just kind of like what we did last time. If you were following the, how to build a city, how to start your city, this is pretty much the same thing. Right? It's going to go like that. Not going to be straight, really. We're making plenty of money. So now it's nice because we can like build actually the whole entire tile if we really want to. Just design the whole thing because we get the money. Maybe that's enough. Well, the highway part of it's going to go down through. I think I wanted to bring the highway off the down through here. You know what? We'll see. Maybe I'll kind of come through the middle. We probably only need like this much to like get to the 7. I think the highway is going to kind of come through here and kind of go through the middle of that farmland area. And hook back up. I haven't really given a huge amount of thought to where this highway is going to run. I mean, we always bring it along the back. I think it's going to be a 6-lane avenue, actually. And with limited connections. That would be nice to have it as like a coastal road. But I think I want to have citizens on the coast. And maybe we'll do the whole 4 again. I'm liking the 4 separation. It gives you a lot of space. Why does it keep disappearing? But I have it on. I do. What are you doing to me? It's like here. Probably close enough. Oh, that was a straight piece. Whoa. Well, so we can do a straight piece from here. That's not what I want. It's right here. There we go. And this will be a short circle here. It's gonna get a little tighter. It's the inner diameter, right? There's 2 rows. I know where we're going to put the campus. The campus is going to go on this tile. Put it in the back or maybe in the middle. Does it make it easier for these people to get there? Maybe we'll put the campus like... Let's take a look at this. Like in here. Where's the terrain? Maybe where it's like a little bit hill, like it's on the top of the hill. Yes, maybe we'll put the camp. Well, maybe we'll put the campus in this. So we can use this as like our little bit of a backdrop to the campus. Maybe we'll change it a little bit. Maybe not, but it might be nice. And then maybe we'll bring the highway down over this hole here and around and then in like that. It's a 6-lane road. Build an interchange here for the folks that get on here. They'll have a nice 4-lane road to bring them in. That we can upgrade to 6 if we need to. I think it'll be okay. I definitely want to connect probably this road to here. To give these folks another way in and out besides here. Especially when they want to start driving over all over the place. Now, of course, they'll have bridges to get over here, so that should be good. So I'm going to think, let's do this. Name this campus. Let's go check on our DLC. That's been running for a few minutes. Campus. Let's do this. Something like this. I can connect up to there, kind of like that. I think that'll work. Maybe we'll even bring it in a little bit this way. Something more like this. So this is like an area I can put a little bit of commercial back here. So maybe the highway will like hit, like interchange, like right, kind of like right there. Because I want to put the cargo harbor and the harbor, cargo harbor and stuff here. So I'm thinking like right, kind of right there, have it coming here. I really want to just go straight through here. I think I want it in the back. And have it kind of come like from here around like the campus. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is like woods. Put a little, we could put like a, because I'll buy this so like we can do some commercial like in here. Have a little like interchange here, to, like so people could go to like a little commercial area here, kind of come into like the campus here, the neighborhood over here, kind of loop around, and then maybe slide into there, maybe split because we'll have this tile too, so maybe we'll do some kind of interchange here to split it here. So maybe I'll just draw another like little nub like this to indicate we're gonna actually go 2 ways, and wrap into there, and then maybe that'll kind of go off. That'll be kind of like I said, it's going to be a 6-lane road. That can actually be the highway, but it'll be like a kind of like a big arterial road that kind of comes through here. So let's do that. Let's call that 6 lane. All right, that should be good. Let's see how we're doing over here. See how we're doing over here. Okay, so we need another sawmill. You see how we're here? We're getting at 412 with 66. So that sawmill will probably do the trick. So like I said, it's about 1 to 1. Small and small. These guys and these guys. I'm just going to pause him. Let him run. To his plain timber gets to roughly 40. Kind of the same kind of trick as this here. 16 and 58, so that's good. Sending him in second load. Nice, sending him his load. You can see the wood coming through. It's pretty cool. Oh. Alright, let him rip. Oh, they're all set. That's good. Maybe I'll bring this road into here. Down to here. A little quicker road. Kind of like here. We'll hook it into here. Just thinking, maybe I should have had the road. See, this is going through here. I don't think that would be good. It's kind of like a nice little express road. Like I said, it helps get the trucks. This kind of helps the industry guys over here get to the commercial area without having to necessarily go through the roundabout. They do have to go through this intersection though, which is not something I'm really ecstatic about. Maybe we can pull the road over here. I'll pull a little like turn lane here so that they don't get in here. Make a left hand turn here. Yeah, I mean, there's no traffic, so it's nothing really to sweat over. This is always looking for a way to, like, is it a little way to make it a little bit better. How are we doing here? So we don't quite have the workers. We have 100, so we need, what? How many workers do we need? 150. So we have 172 available workers and only about 100 workers. And we don't have the resource, but the resource is climbing up pretty good. So we do need some more stuff. So, what's our unemployment now? 4%. See how quickly that dropped down? It was at 11%. Now it's at 4%. So we have to zone more folks in here. Well, let's go ahead and bring them in here. I think we'll let the YouTube folks go after this. Because so we got our Forestry DLC and it's kind of running and doing its thing. We're gonna need a little bit more folks to kind of fill it up to get to the second star here, which is what we're doing over here. So we'll continue kind of laying out a little bit neighborhood here and start zoning it over here. I got to figure out the campus, so we need like something to border this off. I got the zoning in here, but I got to figure out like how the road's gonna go here. Maybe we'll just follow like, kind of like come up, follow like a little like this. It's just hard because the campus is pretty big. Well, let's say goodbye, YouTube. It's great having you. Thanks for joining. I wish you the best in whatever you do after this. And as always, happy building.